Good morning. So I'm on the morning walk. Thought I'd just get on here and talk to y'all for a few minutes. So today I want to talk to y'all about settling and how important it is to settle. Everyone's preaching against settling, and it's not what it is. We understand settling in all the wrong ways. We don't understand it in the right ways, and I'm here to break it down a little bit. So the older you get, you do not get more valuable as a woman. You just don't. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You do not get better with age. You just don't. You may get better in certain areas of your life. You may get more stable. You may get wiser. It's a lot of things, but the thing is, the criteria that us women are judged on does not get better with age. It just doesn't. Our appearance goes down. Even if we look good for our age, you're still not youthful. You still have to apply more products and do more things to yourself to be attractive. With age, your skin wrinkles, you get circles under your eyes, all the things you get. A lot of times you gain weight. It's just so many areas that we take L's on with age, and it doesn't matter who you are. Of course, there are women who can still bag a great guy in their old age if they work at it and, if they're blessed to. But the average woman, especially the average woman that has my skin, you're going to have to settle. Women in general, you're just going to have to settle. When you get older, you just have to settle. It's like our expectations increase with age, and we gain more needs with age, yet we expect and think that we're more valuable. We think we deserve better. No, it's no one's responsibility that we accepted BS and less than in our previous experiences. That's not on somebody else to clean up and fix. Now, if you get someone that cleans up and fixes it, you need to be thankful to God and worship the ground that he walks on, to be honest, which you should do anyways. But you especially need to be grateful if you're older and someone still wants to desire you, marry you, be with you, pursue you, whatever it is, have a child with you and raise a family, make anything with you. You should be happy, honestly, because you can't be more picky with age. You just can't, and expect results. For some people it happens, but for most of us it's not going to happen, especially when we have so little to offer in comparison to other people. Now, we can get into the reasons why and where that comes from anytime we want. That's fine. I'm not saying that we haven't been oppressed to where that's our reality. Whether oppression or not, that's our reality. We don't have the same money as other races. A lot of times we don't have the same family structure. We don't have the same education. And when I say education, I'm not even just talking about degrees. I'm talking about things that we know how to do to contribute to a family. Being able to sew, being able to cook, being able to into preparation. We could go on and on. Do you know basic skills that could help in a survival situation? So many of us don't have that, don't know how to grow fruit and vegetables, don't know basic herbal medicine. There's so many things, aren't spiritually where we need to be, and we think that it makes sense for our standards to raise with age. On top of, we get used up with age. A lot of us, many of us, we are having sex before marriage, so our body is going down in value. We're gaining mileage on our body with age. So our parts are loosening, our faces are aging. A lot of us are letting our bodies get huge. And then on top of that, we a lot of times already have children with someone else. So where is it that we then think, oh, with all that going on, I'm not going to settle? No, you need to settle. You need to settle. You need to be thankful for who still wants you. You need to treat them with respect and have some gratitude. The thing is, so many of us have been under the brainwashing, because being a woman, and especially being a woman like us, we walk around the world, the one thing that cannot be denied, the privilege of a woman. We walk around the world knowing, whether consciously or subconsciously, that you can out cute your way out of stuff, you can out smash your way out of stuff, you can out slurp and hawk to your way out of stuff. You can do whatever because you're a woman. And the law protects you in that. Society protects you in that. When men are falling down, who can they smash and get help from in mass? I mean, nowadays, because y'all acting kind of strange, but in mass, like, that hasn't been the situation. So back to what we're saying, though. I just don't understand this whole premise of not settling. What's wrong with settling? At the end of the day, the older we get, we like to say us settling, but we're not keeping in mind that someone else is settling to be with us. When you're at an age, it doesn't matter if you're still attractive, if you're still whatever. Someone's still settling because you're not a virgin more times than not. Somebody's already had you, if not many, however everybody's number is, whatever that is, respect. The point is, we have to be thankful. And I just don't understand this pompous attitude, as if we as black women aren't already taking so many L's. So many L's. Like I said, the least amount of wealth, the least amount of income. A lot of us, I don't know the exact numbers, but I know probably at least 30-40%, and that's being generous, of us black women make under $50,000 a year. And I know in mass, a lot of that is black people, but I'm talking about us right now, because we're the ones with all the degrees. We're the ones starting all the businesses. We're the ones walking around claiming that we don't need a man and we don't need to settle. Well, let's be clear. Men are helping us get through, whether you're in a relationship with them or not. A lot of women, every woman, I don't care if you got a business, guess what? You need black men. Because even if let's say you sell eyelashes, so your customers are predominantly, if not majority, if not all, women, you still need black men for that. Why? Where do you think a lot of the women are getting the money for the lashes? Black men. Whether it's directly as customers, whether it's somebody, just giving them the money, whatever. The point is, a lot of our lifestyles and our abilities and things that make us get us through our basic needs, our aesthetic needs, all that, a lot of it is funded a lot of times by black men. Whether it's directly to you or maybe the customer that you're selling your lip gloss or whatever to. It's just the facts. It's just the facts. So we have to put respect on it. We're already, like I said, every other race is already killing it over us. Killing it in comparison to us. We're not doing as well. We're just not. We're suffering in all areas and drastically bad. We're the highest in a lot of STD rates. We ain't got no money en masse. And I don't care what you tell me about, who has this and who has that. Most black women ain't got no money. And even if you and the thing is, money ain't even just about income. This is my issue. You can have a job, right? You can make 6 figures, which ain't nothing in America. But if you think that's something, cool. Let's say you make 6 figures. Let's say you're one of the rare black women that make 6 figures. Guess what? A lot of times, have you maintained that 6-figure job for over 15, 20 years to where that's really your career, where you really built up a retirement portfolio, you really got benefits. A lot of us got jobs, ain't got no benefits. Even me, most of my jobs, I ain't never had no benefits. Thank goodness for legislation to where I was able to be on my parents' insurance till I was 27. But literally, there's so many areas where our life is suffering. Half of us can't even go to the doctor because we can't afford it. Half of us haven't gone to the dentist. All types of things. And it's like we're acting like we're okay just because we can afford some bundles. We can afford to look the part, and a lot of us ain't even doing that, but that's another conversation. But we're patching ourselves together through appearance and through identity politics, and we're acting like we're good, like everything's all good. No, we're suffering. Even everything about the culture is built on struggle and ability to struggle and get through struggle. Like, it's not this, we're not doing this stuff because it's cool. We're doing it because we're broke, but we don't want to be honest that we're just broke. And we're taking L's. We're not feminine. We're not nice. Our men that could help us are going to other countries, understandably so. Understandably so. They're tired of our crap. They're tired of not being appreciated. They're tired of not being where they're celebrated and only being where they're tolerated, especially a lot of women want them. So a lot of us think that we can be stank and have bad attitudes and not look nice every time we walk out the house. Just the way that we move is just crazy. And we're in dire straits. And as usual, it's like there's so many things where I want to call it out in advance. We don't need to wait till things are unbearable, can't be done anything about it, it's all over. We can't wait till that. We have to address things while some of us can still be saved. Not everyone's gonna be saved. Not everybody's gonna make it. A lot of us ain't gonna make it. But those who want to listen and those who want to get on board and act right, I encourage you to, because it's not too late. It's never too late to be the kind of woman that you want to be. We all have past. I know I've done awful things. I've made mistakes just like any other human being. But you have to grow. You have to be better. And it's like I'm watching us die, like slowly, right in front of our eyes. And it's like we don't even see it. First of all, on another topic, why do people think that stuff like OnlyFans and stuff is women empowerment? Like, if males are your customers, I don't understand all these jobs where like you need men to actually buy your product, but then you think that's women empowerment and you don't need a man. Like, no, you need men. You need men to buy this stuff. And people are already feeling the like a lot of the economy is bad in a lot of areas because men ain't spending money in those areas. Men ain't at the strip club like they used to be. Men aren't as probably spending as much money on OnlyFans, on whatever, it's men that keep the world going, and black men are the only ones that want us like that. Like, I promise you. I'm not saying other races don't want us, but as far as wanting us for the right reasons and actually understanding us, only a black man can do that. And historically, let's say you're one of those people who thinks that another race can do that. Okay, cool. There may be one or two exceptions if you want to argue that. Even so, like, let's talk about the majority. Like, it's natural to be with your own race. It's just natural. It's what one should want to do, is be with their own. And the point is, black men are the only ones that can save us. And a lot of people just walking around acting like they're all good and then wanting somebody to save you later. Like, that's cool and everything, but if you are blessed to be saved, you need to be ready to settle. You need to be ready to settle because they're settling for you too. and you're not in a position to refuse help, especially if you're a positive, sane, beautiful, attractive person inside and out. You can attract a good guy. There's plenty of them out here. There's not a scarcity like they make it. They fearmonger and put up the worst situations in society, as far as like all these people, of course, getting, harmed and stuff like that. But that's not the average out here. There's so many good men, and unfortunately, the more we continue to act up, the more you're going to turn them away. So they're diminishing because of you, if you do want to argue that they're diminishing. But I still think that there's plenty for those who want to act correctly and be humble and not act like, oh, I don't want to settle. No, you need to settle. Like I said, they're settling for you too. And make it work. Stop being lazy. Like I said, most of us are not in a position to refuse help. I don't care if he only makes $40K. That's $40K that could be coming into your household that you currently don't have. And on top of that, people just aren't their wallet. There's so many things that men do and bring to us. Honestly, I think a lot of women who don't have men are miserable inside. So they help us on a mental level, a spiritual level. They help us with problems. A lot of them think way more logically than us, on top of all the physical strength and masculinity that they bring. So you got to be humble. You can't be mad at men going to other places because they already have other advantages. A lot of them have more money, more resources, more things that are seen as under the European standard of beauty, and of course status and all types of things. And a lot of them are a lot more kinder and friendlier and more excited to be with someone. They're not being nasty, telling them, oh, what kind of dates they don't go on. Oh, I don't go on coffee dates. Oh, I don't do this. I don't do that. They don't have that. They're actually there to meet a person a lot of times, as we should be. But because a lot of us don't have any money, are broke, we are looking for dates to be like mini vacations for us. And just because you don't have no money, it's not someone's job to take you on a date and make up for what you can afford, and then treat them like crap when they do that. One thing about it, if you are coming with that energy that someone feels like they need to take you somewhere nice, they're going to take you somewhere nice. Be happy that someone took you anywhere, to be honest. Because half of you, I'm not even going to put a range on it. Many of us don't deserve to go anywhere. We should be happy to go to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is delicious, and, people, you're not too good for Chick-fil-A any other time. What's wrong if somebody wants to take you to Chick-fil-A? What's wrong with somebody wants to get you a Starbucks? Coffee ain't cheap. And on top of that, aren't you here to meet a person? Why does it matter? But again, if you're bringing that energy, a lot of times where you get taken is a reflection of how they see you. So how about you step your game up? But again, that sounds too much right? Because that actually requires us to do some work and not just blame people, right? So yeah, I want us to take responsibility for our stuff. I want us to get out of this mindset of not wanting to settle, not having to settle, not needing to settle. No, we need to settle. Please settle. Settling is good for you. Settling is humbling. Settling is a reflection of your life. If you have to settle and we have to settle, that's because you need to step yourself up. And on top of that, you waited too late. You're old. And that's okay. I'm old too. I get it. I'm a dinosaur in the dating game. But you have to be honest about where you are. You can either fight where you are or you can accept where you are and improve. So that's the message of the day. Nothing is wrong with settling. And I thank y'all for listening.